So now that The Force Awakens is officially out on Blu-ray and digital and the hype around that movie is pretty much finished, it's time for us to focus on the newest Star Wars film, the spin-off Rogue One. The first trailer just dropped, so let's talk about it.
This is a rebellion, isn't it? I rebel.
I'd also like to mention right here, around the release of Episode 7, maybe a little bit before that, I kinda got sucked into the whole Star Wars craze. It is easy to get on board the hype train when there's so much excitement around a film, and that helped me to really get into the Star Wars franchise as a whole. So while I'm still not the biggest mega fan of the series, I'm much more interested in these movies going forward now. And Rogue One looks to be exactly what I was hoping the series would look like going forward. The thing I really think these Star Wars spin-offs, or Star Wars stories I guess, should do, is do new stuff in this world. Set them in the Star Wars universe, but use that framework to tell interesting and unique stories. And that's exactly what the trailer for Rogue One showed me. The trailer opens up with a simple piano version of the classic Star Wars theme, which seems to be every franchise trailer's go-to nowadays. We get to see that Felicity Jones is joining the rebellion, and on that note, the cast is really stacked here. There's Jones, who's been great in movies like The Theory of Everything, and there's a ton of other really talented actors, all of whom make up a really diverse cast, by the way. I'm personally most familiar with Mess Mikkelsen, who is now, if I'm not mistaken, in the 3 biggest movie franchises of all time, from James Bond to Marvel to Star Wars. And then we get into that big, epic part of the trailer, and I have to say, this is the first Star Wars movie where I really feel the wars part of it. This feels like an actual war. A war in space with laser guns, but a war nonetheless. And it feels a bit darker than the normal Star Wars, which I like. It's also showing a new and interesting side of Star Wars. In those originals, as far as I remember, we never really got to see what normal people in this universe think of this whole Empire Rebellion thing, but this film is giving us that. I think this movie is going to expand on the Star Wars lore, while also being an interesting movie on its own. Some other things of note here, there are a lot of really cool visuals in this trailer, specifically this one of the Death Star being constructed, that just looks awesome. Gareth Edwards, the director of Godzilla, is doing this, and he looks to have made another really visually impressive movie. I personally really enjoyed the intense, slow burn of that film, so I'm hoping to see more of that here. That's another thing I think this new set of Star Wars films is doing right. Getting new directors for each film. That way, we can see different visions and stories in the same world, and that's perfect for a universe as massive as the one in Star Wars.
We'll use the Force. That's not how the Force works.
So those were my thoughts on the new Rogue One trailer. What did you think of it? And what do you think of this whole Star Wars franchise going in new directions? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments. While you're at it, be sure to like this video, check out my Instagram at BHL_Hudson, and subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.